Hello guys, how are we all doing? So I'm starting the vlog again today in my car because me and Anton are doing something exciting today. So I'm going back to the dedicated super gym, which is in Liverpool. Basically the reason why we're going is because it's the biggest gym in the UK. So we were like, why not go again? The last time I went by myself. I vlogged it as well. If you've seen that vlog, then you'll know. But my rash was like at its absolute worst. Like it was at the peak. So my self-confidence was like really not good. And I don't know, I just felt a bit like anxious and self-conscious, and like it was like a new environment and stuff by myself as well, which is why I felt a little bit like that. So I've got some company today, as you can see him coming around. Got some company today, so hopefully it'll be better. Hey.
Hi. Which one are we going to?
Well, just talking to the vlog.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you guys.
I bet you're sick of seeing Anton.
I'd be sick of seeing me too.
No, I was only joking.
I was joking. Don't vlog and drive.
Just give me a sec, guys. Yeah, so we're on our way now, but literally last night I had the worst sleep I've maybe had in my whole life. It was one of those ones where, you know, you think like, I have literally had no sleep tonight, and then you just like keep looking at the clock. So as well, we went to bed about 10:30, didn't we? 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, 10:30 I was in bed.
Yeah,
and then you really switched the lights on while I was sleeping.
Yeah, because we were getting up at 7.
I used my toothbrush instead of yours.
Alright. So, oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that. So we were getting up at 7 this morning, which is why we had like a fairly early night.
That's why my alarm went off at 7.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically we had a pretty early night last night. We were in bed by like 10:30, 11 o'clock. And it was one of those ones where my eyes were pretty tired, so I was like, oh, I'm going to fall asleep well good now. And then, because I told myself that, I did the complete opposite. But it was literally so weird. So Anton was asleep. This was probably like 45 minutes into us actually going to bed, and like there was no closeness of me falling asleep. Shall I just go Morrison's?
You can if you want to.
Yeah. Anyway, there was this like well, it wasn't really loud, but it was like a pretty loud noise outside in the hall, and I didn't want to wake Anton up, so I was just laid there in bed like fucking shitting myself. I was like, what was that noise? And then I was just kind of thinking to myself, what was that? And then later on, I looked at my phone, and it was exactly 3 o'clock. So that was really good news. That was good news for me. The devils were on my side last night. I think it was just a devil in the bathroom actually. No, but I just literally, you know, when the alarm goes off in the morning, but like you're not actually being woken up, you're already awake. So that's really good. I don't really feel tired yet, but I will later. But yeah, on a more positive note, we are on our way to the gym now. I just need to fill my car up with petrol, so we're just going to Morrison's. But yeah, I'll probably catch up with you when we get there, to be honest. Antoine, can you turn it off for me? Okay guys, we've just got here. I'm just going to show you my fit of the day because I'm actually obsessed. So I'm wearing the peach blossom effortless shorts and the oversized tee in white, and then I've got the Zest sports bra on. Oh my god, this might be my favourite combination I've ever worn. Love, love, love. But I'm just gonna sort my supplements out. I'm gonna just put them in my bottle now. So I'm gonna have my creatine and my OxyShred. I'll hopefully just try and drink it before I actually start my workout. Obviously OxyShred is like kind of like pre, so I'll try and have it as soon as I can now. It's actually disgusting that I never wash my bottles out properly because they just stay in my gym bag and I just can't be arsed to wash them out when I get home. Fuck it. Okay, so I'm also going to put in some BCAAs for my intro workout. I'm just going to clean out the bottle a bit first. So the flavour BCAAs that I've got are the raspberry refresh ones, and I think this is my favourite flavour. They are unreal. Okay, so first off, we're going to be starting off with a dynamic warm-up. You always want to put these at the start of your workouts rather than after. So I usually do these for around 5 to 10 minutes. It's just more like leg swings, everything that I do in every single workout video. It's just everything to increase mobility and stuff so that we reduce the risk of injury as much as possible. And just so that we actually do feel a little bit more flexible and we can get a little bit more range of motion and depth within our heavy lifts. So included in my warm-up, I did some sets with just the barbell as well. I think I did about 10 reps here. And it's just to kind of get my body feeling within the movement, get it used to the movement, and it's not just jumping straight into a heavy weight. That's how you get injured. So then my first proper warm-up set was 60 kilograms. I put 20 kgs on each side, and I think I might have done about 10 reps here as well. I just kind of did it again to just get feeling into the movement so that I'm not going into my heavier weight, going straight into it. So when you're performing a squat, you want to keep your core tight and braced, and you want to keep your legs and feet in line as much as possible. You don't want your knees caving in at any points. You might see that a lot on social media when people tend to go heavier, the knees tend to cave in a little bit, which is what we want to avoid. But you want to keep your head sturdy and not facing upwards to the ceiling or too far down. You just want to have it kind of in front of you in line. And please do not hyperextend your glutes when you get to the top. So you probably see that a lot on social media as well, when people get to the top of the movement and they kind of like bring their glutes inwards because they are like aggressively squeezing the glutes. You do not want to be doing that. Please do not do that. It was so bad for your back, so please try and avoid that as much as possible. And also, I just want to note that if you do use a barbell pad for squats, please try and stop. It's also not good for your back. So if you are a bit like wary of doing it without a barbell pad, then start off light and work your way up to your heavier weight without the pad. Trust me, it's comfier and it's just more comfortable, but using a pad is not good for your back. And just make sure you're going slow with the movement and try and hit at least 90 degrees within your depth. And I did 4 sets of 8 reps here. Oh, how you do it. You blow my mind without a word. Okay, and then moving straight onto the pendulum squat. So I did 4 sets of 12 reps here, and I actually included like a pause within these just because I was feeling it felt quite heavy, but it also was kind of easy to do the reps, so it was actually kind of light. I don't really have one of these at my gym, so I don't really use one, and this is the second time I've ever really used one, so I didn't want to just like load on the weights, so I thought I'd think of something different to increase the intensity, and I added like a 3-second pause at the bottom, and it just really like killed off my quads. You should try it. But with this movement, I just really took it slow. I tried to keep more of a close stance with my legs just because this was a more quad focused workout and not glute focused. But yeah, you just want to keep your core tight. You want to keep your head in line in the same position throughout, and you also do not want to cave your knees in. Once again, with any type of squat, you want to avoid caving your knees in at all costs. And then next up we're moving on to leg press. So I did 4 sets of 10 reps here, and again I just kept a little bit more of a close stance because I wanted it to be more quad focused. But with this movement, again, like every other movement, you don't want to rush it and kind of like fling the weights up on your way back up. You want to keep it slow and controlled, and that's where you get the most kind of mind to muscle connection, when you're taking the movement as slow as possible. So this was like a medium weight for me. It wasn't heavy, but it wasn't light, so I just tried to do it as slow as I could just to try and get the most out of the movement and benefit as much as I possibly could. You don't want to be going past your range of motion on the leg press just because it's really bad for your lower back. Everyone's range of motion is different depending on, you know, how tall you are, etc., etc. But if you don't see me going all the way down to my chest, then that is why. There's just not really any extra benefit to going all the way down to your chest. It's just detrimental to your back really, and you've just got no extra benefits. That's when you start engaging more of your back and not your legs, so it's just not really beneficial whatsoever. Okay, and then next up we're going to be going into elevated heel goblet squats. Now I did 3 sets of 20 here. Now that might seem like a lot of volume, which it is, but I didn't really want to go on a really heavy weight for this today. I didn't really fancy it. I'd already done 2 kind of squat movements that were kind of heavy. The first one was anyway, so I just didn't want to overdo it with the strength training on squats, so I did a little bit more volume just to kind of differentiate things within this training session. But obviously lots of volume anyway is good for growth, and we all want big quads, so I obviously went through with it. So we did elevated heel goblet squats. Now the elevated heel part you can't really see in the video, but my heels are on a plate, and that just enhances the quad focus part of the movement rather than glute focus. It just puts more focus on your quads, that's all. So I still took this movement fairly slow on the way back up especially. And then lastly we're going to be going into quad extensions. Now on this we're going to be doing a drop set. I love to do drop sets on the quad extension, so I'm pretty sure I did 8 reps and then 10 reps and then 12 reps. But if you've never done a drop set on the quad extension, then you really have never been to heaven. It's the worst pain in the whole world, but also the best pain. So if you've never tried it before, then I definitely recommend it. But I did 3 sets of that drop set and my legs were absolutely dead, and that is it for this workout, guys. Okay guys, so I've just finished that session. It was really good. Obviously, as you can probably tell, it was quad focused. We actually didn't have time to do calves. What a shock. I mean, not like I timed that absolutely perfectly, but I just wanted a moment for the fit again. It's definitely my favourite combo I've ever worn. But yeah, I need to head home now because I'm meeting my friend for dinner, and that's at 2 o'clock and it's now 12:30, so should get there just in time. It's like an hour and a bit drive home for us. So yeah, that is basically it for this video, because it was just coming to the gym with me, like coming to this gym with me, and now I'm done. So I guess that is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and please let me know if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll definitely come back and do some different bits of training here. It's so nice here. If you live close, then you should definitely come, or even if you live far like me, I feel like it's a good opportunity to come. So yeah, if you enjoyed, then please let me know and I'll do more. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.